All right, and welcome back to episode 096 of the OK podcast powered by the Strength Co. I'm your host, Grant Broggi, and today's different. We are recording live from the place that we are powered from, the Strength Co. I got Mr. Trey Gottlich here in studio in Costa Mesa, California. We're podcast experts. Setup was a breeze.
Always
one of the easier things I've ever done if I were to think about everything that I did. And this is episode 096. Today's date is February 11th, Valentine's Day, guys. Don't forget, your wife wants Strength Co plates. Get her the Strength Co plates you want.
Yep.
In the year of our Lord, 2026, the price of Bitcoin is $67,131.77. And what I need to tell you guys is I hope you caught the falling knife, okay? And I don't mean to sound like a boomer, but, you know, the kids will say buy the dip. I say catch the falling knife. It's, you know, when there's a knife falling, there's a reaction. People are scared. They don't want to grab it, but that's actually the most valuable knife of your life. And I hope, and that's supposed to rhyme, I hope you bought the falling knife. I hope you're in. I hope you're not a guy that just listens to the podcast and goes, oh, yeah, they do that Bitcoin bit at the beginning. I don't really care about that. I hope you're actually in. If you're not, well, this is a financial advice, but it's going to be a while because even though we're down, we're still up over 60% since episode 1. We're coming up on episode 100. So this podcast, we're Bitcoin pumpers. Call me Pam Bondi. Ask me a question, and I'm just going to tell you what the Dow's doing, all right? Ask me a question about lifting. I'm going to talk to you about Bitcoin. That's how it works. Got a lot to talk about. We no need to discuss the Super Bowl. So we'll just gloss right over that.
It happened. It's in the past. Yeah. Who cares about the past?
Yep. A lot of fun topics to talk about. I'm your host, Grant Broggi, Costa Mesa, California, with Trey Gottlich. We don't have to guess where he's from in Texas.
I'm in Costa Mesa.
He's in Costa Mesa, California.
Texas? Wait.
Yeah. Here we call it South California.
Yeah, SoCal.
Yeah.
SoCal and hers.
SoCal's fine. Don't call it Cali.
Oh, do not.
I wouldn't dare.
Yeah, I don't like Cali. I'm an anti-Cali guy. We came in and set up the podcast gear like literally without a hitch.
Just
those that were at the Arnold in 2024. If you saw us set up the booth, it went off without a hitch. And people that are experts walk by and go, oh man, look at those guys. They're doing this without a hitch. Very similar experience tonight. No issues whatsoever. And we're live recording, and also in studio, joining us from Greater Salt Lake City area, not in a drilling status.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I was going to say
no, not right now. We support him, but only when he's drilling.
Yeah, thanks for your service.
Thanks for your service. Mr. Jeff Buege, pronounced Biggie, like the smalls for you non-Biggie types.
That's not a thing.
Killer bees. But to start the show, before we kick it off to the three, Trey has been in town for a few hours, been hanging out with my wife, my child, and we have discovered that we know something. We know something. We didn't both know that we know it, but over the course of hanging out with a 16-month-old,
happy accident,
we now know that we know it very well, and we'd like to perform it for you. And Mr. Biggie, I'm a little worried you're gonna think it's gonna take away from the killer bees.
It won't. It's okay. It's a side project. Yeah.
So I'll just start it. Everybody clap. Everybody sing. La 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 la. Bow to your partner. Good day. Then you turn around. Yippee. Hands in the air. Rockabye bear. Bear's now asleep. Shh, shh, shh. Everybody sleep. Shh, shh, shh. I came back from the warehouse. If you hated that, I don't care.
If you hated that,
we just want to make sure Jeff knows that this is just a side project.
It's a sidebar. It's okay. It's like goes to a minimum.
It's like Wu-Tang Clan. You know, they do other projects, but they come back and they're still the Wu-Tang Clan.
That's right.
Yeah, it was kind of incredible. Trey hit me up and I was like, I'm about to go into a couple calls. He's like, where should I go? Your house or your warehouse? And I was like, well, they're both my houses. I've lived in both of them. I have lived in both of them. I was like, but you should go to my house and see my family because I'm like tied up until this time and then I'll get there as soon as I can. And I got to the house and Trey was like, Then you turn around, yippee! And I was like, oh, I know this game. So a very popular song for female babies under the age of 2.
Maybe male too.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We got a fire team of girls we're working with. So then we proceeded to just sing it all night. And I said, we got to rip that on the podcast. Anyway, this is great. We're 9 minutes in after a 30-minute delay of starting, and we haven't even kicked it over to 3. But Jeff, I hope you're enjoying this. It's always a special podcast when someone's in person. And Trey was like, oh, I get why Jeff felt special when he was in person now. He's like, I get it. And I said, yeah, it's like Grant has a bunch of cords going everywhere and has no idea what he's doing. And then you podcast.
He packed up super well.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Yeah. As a former embarkation officer, I approved.
Red patcher. Yeah.
It really helped that I was on another podcast today. So I had to take half my podcast gear to the other location based on what else I had going on. With everything going on. Here we are. Anyway, with that, let's kick it over to the 3.
Okay, thank you. Okay, take your seats at ease. Thank
you, sir.
Okay, got a lot to brief here, a lot of important stuff. We got a lot of big things coming up, a lot of things moving and shaking, and right, this battalion's got a lot of trash we got to secure. So we'll just, without further ado, let's get this thing started. Okay. Keep things brief, keep things brilliant. We're brilliant in the basics, and our basic is trash and securing it. So please, S1, start us off. What do you got for us? How do the numbers look? Okay, numbers. This is the edge here. I still don't have access to my email. Haven't had email for 3 weeks. S6 has had me do 17 SAR forms. They all get lost, which I don't understand because it's an email with an attachment, but they all get lost. I haven't been able to get on and check the admin report card, the G1 admin report card. And Gunny says the numbers are good and that we're up. So that nothing further from the S1.
It goes back to you because you're also the 3. If you're not watching on YouTube, we did a nose goes on Jeff, and that's why he was the 1. He doesn't usually have that role, but
okay, great.
Good brief.
Okay, let's kick it over to the 2. Let's see what's going on. Any intel? If there's any threats out there, or Threat Charlie, if they're out there putting up any threats.
Good morning, sir, commanders, staff, sergeants, major, commanders, and the staff. I just want to say I'm happy to be here as a part of Trask Battalion. This is Lieutenant Johnson, and we do have a slideshow that we would like to show you. It is all secret information. You don't have to take your watches off, though, because the Department of War and our President POTUS type just put it all on X. So we're just going to show you the most latest tweets to bring you up to date. We know that Marines don't spend any time on X, so they actually don't know a lot of the relevant S2 information. But there is a lot of talk about us going into Iran. There is F-35s going to Iran. There is C-17s going to Iran. We don't actually know if they're going to Iran or if they're just headed in that general direction. And to be quite clear, there's so many things happening on X. We can't tell if this is like a Candace Owens follow the planes psyop or if we are actually going to war. But the laminator is up and we did fix it. We got it back from regiment. I'm no longer locked out of the S2 vault, and I'm holding PT 3 days a week at 05. Unless there's any questions for me, which I'm standing by for, I have nothing further for the group. Thank you, sir, commanders, sergeants, majors, and staff. S2 out.
Oh, good brief.
Wow, good brief. Good brief. Yeah, great brief. Okay, to dovetail off that from S3, right? So we've got it down from higher. We had a FOS that we have to fill. We're filling the FOSs just like we're filling the dumpsters here. Also, side tasking. Everyone, go ahead and create an X account by COB. And by the way, COB is a totally just nebulous term, because really there are no like set hours. So it could be 1600, it could be 1630, it could be 1700, it could be 1730, it could be 1800, it could be 1900, it could be 1930. We're not really sure when business.
Hey, Trash 5 here.
Closes.
Trash 5 here. What time zone? I know we got outlying stations called in. What time zone are we dealing with right now? I want everyone. Actually, real quick, let's just do a Zulu time hack. So it's gonna be 7 minutes and 10. Bingo. I'm gonna start over. It's gonna be 8 minutes and 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, hack. Okay.
Good hack.
We're always going to be on Zulu from here on out. COB means when you're done for the day. Okay. So no one's securing. I don't want any gunnery sergeants, company level leadership, battery level leadership going to their commanders, asking if you can, I'm going to put this in air quotes as the 5, let the boys go. Okay. First of all, we have female Marines as well. But we're all hacked up and we know what COB means. And if there's smoke,
there's smoke.
3, fellow major.
There's smoke.
There's smoke. So I think if you want to talk further about this matter, come see me offline.
Excellent. Great inputs. Thanks, 5. That time hack was much needed. Much needed to get everybody hacked on that time. That's good stuff. That's good. Lieutenant, all the company grades in the room, I hope you just took note of the proper time hack procedures. I feel like that is a lost art in the world of our cell phones and smart watches. Okay. It's
more of a science.
It's a lost art and science, as they say. But yeah, that's all we got from S3. Make sure you're making those X accounts. We need those by COB. Okay, everyone knows what COB is. We've got time hacks. So if I have any stragglers or people turning it late, right, you will be put on blast in the S3. You'll have to come talk to me. All right, let's move it along here to our logistics bubbas, logistics types, S4. You got it.
Hey, thank you, 3. Yeah, for the 4, the main thing we got going on, sir, got some bad news.
Hey, it doesn't get better with time. Brief it.
It's good to know. Actually, it's pretty much the same news last week. We're still getting ready for the FASMO here in a couple of years. But the main thing is the dumpsters continue to be offline, waiting for them to get back to that. That working party we spoke about last week, we didn't have great participation. So I would just like to circle back on that if we can.
Hey, Trash 6, real quick, 3, put that in the parking lot when we do our Big 6 meeting later on this week. Let's talk about the dumpsters. Go ahead, 4. Appreciate what you do. Thanks for what you do for the team. Trash 6 out.
Outside of that, that's about it. That's all I got. Not a whole lot going on in the 4 shop, just kind of biding my time.
Hey, Trash 5 here. Can we get maybe like a supplemental smart pack that covers dumpster allocation by unit with a grid for the dumpsters? We are trashmen, as they say.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes. Just to interject here, we have tasked our we have a no glow, right? We have our one. He's a naval gunfire liaison officer. Somehow he's assigned to our battalion, but he has been tasked with supplementing the smart pack. And now that the laminator is back online, we'll be able to laminate those and then distribute those.
Hey, Trash Checks here. Thanks, Deuce. By the way, By the way, I saw your workouts. They're Bush League. I'll be coming Wednesday. Bring your A game. Go ahead, 3. Sorry.
No. Good stuff, sir. Great stuff. Get some hoorah in that PT.
Hoorah.
Good PT session. But I will have to be skipping those PT sessions. Just as a side note, did get my MRI back. I have 19 bulging discs in my lumbar spine and 33 pinched nerves.
Oh man.
So
that's all the nerves.
Yeah. No, it's just the life of Iron Major here. So yeah, as I was saying, the smart packs for the dumpsters will be distributed. They'll be laminated. We'll have them serialized, right? You'll have to sign for those in our green logbook. That will definitely not get misplaced ever. And we'll keep very good track of all those smart packs. Sorry to interject. Let's kick it back over to the 4 to medical.
Trash 5 here. MO's out. Shit, a medical appointment.
Copy. All right, we'll move it along.
Not to throw you off, I do have something from the chaplain if you want me to kick it over to him.
Kick it over to the chaplain. Yep, always got time for the chaplain.
Yeah, I'll do my best. He tried to come to the meeting and couldn't. So he left me a voicemail. I'm going to see if this works.
Chaplain here. Just wanted to apologize first off for missing the last call. I was having a prayer meeting with the former on-site chaplain that was let go a few weeks ago. But don't worry, that won't happen again since he was fired and also he was excommunicated from his local church for betting the entire week's church's tithe on something he called Trey's Picks of the Week. Not sure what that is, but additionally, I did want to take a moment to thank Trash 6 for his feedback on my white paper I had submitted. In seminary, the goal was to write as much as humanly possible on our papers. I will ensure that all thoughts relating to papers that are white are limited to 1 page going forward. As I now understand, this is a no-fail mission. With all these changes in place, I am reminded of this passage in Ephesians, however, and it says this: "But that is not the way you learned in Christ, assuming that you have heard about him and were taught by him as the truth is in Jesus, to put off your old self, which belongs to your former manner of life and is corrupt through deceitful desires, and to be renewed in the spirit of your minds, and to put on a new self, created after the likeness of God in true righteousness and holiness." We find that in Ephesians 4, and it talks, and Paul here, he is talking about the new life learned in Christ. We are called to no longer look to the life we used to have, but to be transformed. Our old life is like maybe a dumpster that has reached its end of life. Secure the way of life that you once walked and be transformed into.
Chaps, we lost you.
We got most of that message.
Yeah, but I think we got Trash 6 here. Hey, chaps, I just want to say the fact that you're tying Jesus into dumpsters really warms my heart. You've received my intent and you're executing. Hey, give the chaps one. Give them one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, don't kill the chaps, but you get the idea. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah. Let's say, I think 18 minutes and 54 seconds is enough time to waste. Jeff, we got any other outlying stations?
We had one outlying station. Let's see. We got a couple, I think, actually.
I can drive.
One talking about a glass ball. We got Mike Kelly talking in.
Mike.
He said,
"Do you know Mike?"
I don't know Mike, but hey, we appreciate you, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike's a good dude. Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, good dude.
Seems like a good dude.
Better
He said,
than
hey,
outlying stations.
if the glass ball is dropped, then it's now trash. So, our mission now is to not let those glass balls drop first off. Second on, if they do, we get a follow-on tasking of securing that trash. So the mission never ends.
One of the problems with this podcast is Marines like to joke, which is fun. And so they get the glass balls, they get the no-fail missions. But then I think people that aren't Marines think that we're making this up and they're like, "Oh, funny banter. I'll just jump in on it." And so I actually, for all I know, that's a 25-year-old master gunnery sergeant. And Mark Kelly, is it Mark Kelly? Mike Kelly? Mike, if I've met you and don't remember you, I'm sorry. But I asked for the waiter's name at dinner 7 times today. It's just a problem.
It's not Diego.
It's not Diego. I really wanted it to be Diego. Turns out it was Jose.
He goes, "Hey, Diego." He goes, "No, it's Jose."
Well, San Diego.
Yeah, no, this is a solid guess.
Definitely.
And in your defense, he left and 30 seconds later you go, "What's his name?" I go, "It's not Diego. I just don't know what it is."
Yeah. So anyway, Mike, if I know you, for all I know, you're a gym member. You're a crew member. I don't know how I know you, but thanks for being an outlying station. You got any more, Jeff? I feel like I put the pressure on and no one responded this week.
Billy Martin must be out driving because he's not. He didn't respond. He's not texting and driving, but he might be drinking and driving. So you can only do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Scott Dubois.
Ooh.
What did he say? That's a nice name. Is that French?
Dubois.
And let's go Dubois.
No, that's not more right. He must be from Alabama.
He responded to the one and said, "You can get with us offline in a sidebar. Too easy." He said, "Hey, it must be a major," because he said, "Keep these to a minimum. Keep the sidebars to a minimum."
Circle back.
Probably an iron major.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just in the trenches.
Oh, Scotty boy.
Well, before we go into the topics, these guys, I'll tell you what, as the host of the podcast, some might say the driving force of making sure we've gotten to 96 episodes. These guys hit me with so many topics.
Gosh.
I don't actually know how we'll get through the week or through the episode because the topics are just, it's all day long. It's like they think I do nothing else. So we got a lot of topics. Before we get to the topics, this podcast is brought to you by BW Tax. BWTaxLLC.com is where you can find him. And BW Tax, he'd answer the phone at your brother's funeral, as last week's guest said so eloquently. And what did he say? He's for all of mankind.
Yeah.
BW Tax enjoyed that ad read. And what I will say for the listeners, I feel like some people think that BW Tax isn't real or it's a joke. I appreciate you guys calling them because BW Tax is like, hey, I love the Veer. I love college football. I love Boston sports. And I'm a great friend of yours. So I sponsored the podcast, but I didn't realize how much business you'd be bringing me. And I will always make sure there's a warm body on the phone. So for those the listeners that have called BW, we appreciate you as a small business owner. It's always nice when you invest in something and you reap what you sow. So BW has sowed the OK podcast and he's reaping the benefits. We appreciate you. BW Tax, go to bwtaxllc.com. Doesn't matter where you live, what you do, be a W-2 guy. You could have bought a house for the first time in your life, could get married. You could be taking on dependents. You could be having a baby. You could be adopting twins. Yeah. There's a lot of things that could be happening in your life. Don't go through that by yourself. Go to bwtaxllc.com, grab the phone number, and give them a call.
Love BW.
Good guy.
Good
Better
guy.
taxes.
That is true. You should call him this week just to check on him. Don't even talk business.
You want me to see if he answers right now?
Yeah. What time is it there?
It's only midnight. He's probably in bed. BW, we'll call you next week.
Yeah.
He did enjoy Forrest Day. And before we go into the comments, I need to cover a few things. Super Bowl preface as well. Forrest Day, music guy. I think a lot of people were skeptical. Grant's got this music, guy, artist on that he's promoting. What is this? And a lot of feedback on that episode. Really good episode. We chopped up some of the 8-9 minute sound bites on lifting, on programming, on new lifters. We've thrown them on to Strength Co YouTube, who's gracious enough to power us and getting a lot of views. Some videos over 10,000 views. A lot of people watching them. And so some people might say, Grant, the OK podcast gets the most interaction when you guys talk about lifting. Okay. And I hear that. But we're sports guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And sports guys like statistics. And statistics are created by data. And data is created by playing the game. And the ability to look at data, statistics, and create analytics and look at what's happening in strength is because of the ability to over obsess about it in sports. So if anyone thinks we're going to talk about lifting more, we're always going to talk about lifting. This is a sports podcast. Okay. That's what we're sports guys. And sports guys make strength guys, and strength guys make hard times, and hard times make good guys, and good guys buy Bitcoin.
I was going to say.
And then people that buy Bitcoin listen to the OK podcast.
It's a logical sequence.
Yeah.
So Yeah, but we appreciate Forrest coming on.
Yeah, great guy.
If you don't watch this podcast on YouTube, you should.
Mhm.
You also go to Strength Co YouTube. We got a lot of new fun stuff coming out right now. And feedback's good, but we appreciate you, Forrest Day. I'm sleepwalking right now. I mean, that's a famous song by him, but good episode.
Yeah.
Very good dude.
Good dude. Better at music.
Yeah, better at music. Yeah. But pretty good at an ad read.
Yeah, dude. Bro,
Yeah.
Best. I should have said that. Better at ad reads.
Better
yeah.
at ad reads, yeah.
Dang, it's all right. We'll fix that in post.
Okay, Jeff, I'm good.
Oh, you're
I mean,
good.
excuse me, three. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. That concludes the brief. Well, yeah,
Let's get this episode started.
this wasn't let's get it started. Let's finally get it started. This wasn't a topic I put in here. It was one I was thinking about the other week. And so it's a hidden topic. And you can elaborate as much as you want or as little as you want, Grant, but wondering what are the plans for 2026 for the old Strength Co? Is there anything in the works that fans of the Strength Co should be on the lookout for, or just like we're doubling down on making the best plates there are in the game, and we're going to just be working on that and refine, brilliance in the basics kind of thing? Or is there anything new that people can look forward to?
Did I miss something? Did I shoot you a text that I'm not aware of?
I don't think
Or
so.
just legitimate question?
Legitimate question.
Oh, okay. So we're talking FOPS.
We're talking FOPS.
We're talking FOPS post 90.
Exactly.
Yes.
exactly.
We're talking future ops.
Yeah, it could be future ops.
No, I guess I should give a little Strength Co update. We are not going to the Arnold this year. Not because we don't want to, but just the time Grant's buddy got back from deployment and the things that needed to be done. We're not making it to the Arnold this year. So we won't be there. And no, we, don't reinvent the wheel, as they say, or the plate. We're doubling down on cast iron. If you notice, we have not raised prices. I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of things in America have gotten more expensive.
Truth.
Grant's buddy called Grant and was like, hey, now that you're back, you should just make sure you keep a lot of things in place. So while prices of things skyrocket through the roof, we're trying to hold them steady. And nothing crazy. We make plates, we make them in iron, we make them in rubber. We get a cast iron pan, we got barbells, we got collars, and we're going to keep on keeping on, do what we're good at.
Okay.
For now.
So not going to make a 7.5 pound plate. I feel like
Well, I'm
I've sent you
thinking
that,
about it.
Come
Yeah.
on. Covered
yeah,
in plastic. Be really good. I've sent you
Is
that
it?
picture a couple times.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Just need
yeah.
a 7.5 pound
that.
plate.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
one.
Yeah. I'll just make you a dinner plate.
Hey, perfect. As long as it's 7.5 pounds.
7.5 pounds is
Yeah.
the magic number. Yeah.
All right. Hey, thanks for being a good sport on that kind of out of left field question there.
Yeah,
But
seriously.
Wasn't sure. All right, let's get into these topics. Let's get this episode started. I want to hear about. We'll get into the Super Bowl and sports stuff a little bit later, but I really want to hear this first topic that you put in there: crazy homeless gym people.
Yeah. Trey, what do you think about those kind of people?
The crazy homeless gym people?
Yeah.
I have really no opinion on them.
No, this was actually tied to Forrest Day, which is what I thought about it. And I was telling the story in the gym the other day, and I was like, you know what? That's a decent topic. We're running our starting strength camp. I pull in. I drove a 96 Chevy, extended cab long bed, no third door, 2 cup holders over the glove box.
Yeah, one door works.
One door works. Yeah, well, both doors work. You can only unlock the truck from the passenger side, and then you use the.
And that's a feature, not a bug.
Right.
I've always said that it's actually a safety hazard because I can check for FOD while I unlock the car. Jeff's a big FOD guy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm pulling in and I see 2 individuals walking, and they got backpacks on and coats. One of them's big, one of them's not as big. And where
I can picture in my mind.
Yeah, where the gym is. I mean, so Trey, when you pull up to Trey's first time to the gym, if you're not watching the episode, we are inside the Strength Co Costa Mesa. I wouldn't say where it's all started because it really started when we all lived together in Dana Point. Maybe take it back a step farther. in Carlsbad. But in any event, this is the first time like there was a sign that HB Strength Co. would later rip off and make me go to court, but this is the first time there was like a sign and something going on.
Okay.
Was here.
Yeah.
And you pulled up, and what would you say of the area?
I thought it was a nice spot.
Yeah. As we pulled in the parking lot, do you remember what you said?
I said great location.
Not exactly. You said something in particular. If you don't remember, I totally understand.
Right off the highway.
I can't even remember Diego's name. You said right off the highway. You said like right off the highway. So we're on the main drag here in Newport Boulevard, right where the 55 dumps into Newport, 2 miles from the beach. Nice area. There are a couple downsides. There's a church next door. Not a downside. We're big Chaplain fans. And then behind that, there's like an insane asylum. So someone goes crazy, you take them there, they dump them out. The church knows this. So the church offers like, hey, come take a shower, come wash your clothes, come do all these kind of things. And they do that on Saturdays. So I got a starting strength camp. I'm pulling in the parking lot. I see 2 guys. I'm like, they're either, I don't know what they are, but they're giving me San Francisco. They're giving me Bay Area vibes. Those person ended up being Forrest Day and his buddy. And I pull up and I back in. I like to back in next to the shrubs. I could take a nice photo. It has a Strength Co sign, plus the Strength Co on the truck. And I back in. And as I back in, I see a guy with his shirt off on the other side of the parking lot, and he's screaming. I'm like, well, that's weird. And the 2 guys that originally were somewhat suspect are like at the front door. I said, hey, you guys here for the camp? And they said, yeah, we're here for the camp. I said, oh, great. Let me just get the door unlocked. We'll get you inside. And I'm unlocking the door. And as I'm unlocking the door, a Nissan pulls in from the other entrance to the parking lot. It's like a Nissan SUV, probably like, I don't know, 99 to 2003 area.
Okay. Early.
Pulls in, windows are down. There's a guy inside along with a lot of stuff. That's generally an indicator that they might live in the car.
I'm just picturing this in my head.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Guy's got a beard, black coat, ball cap on. Okay. And he pulls in and he stops and he's like right there. Like he's just to the right.
Okay.
And the other guy's on that side. And the other guy has jeans on, no belt. I guess he was not a Marine. And his pants are low. He's white. He's shirtless, and he's carrying a 2x4 about maybe 4 feet in length.
Okay.
And he's screaming and he's running. And I put the 2 seminar people inside the gym, and they are, by the way, completely unfazed. We'll talk about that in a second. Like they think nothing. They think nothing. They're not like, there's someone screaming. There's a weird car that pulled up. They just walk into the gym. And then there's a family trying to get to the barber shop, and it's like male, female, and kids. And the guy with no shirt starts running and screaming nonsense, makes no sense. And the Nissan, and I'm looking at this, and this is all, I'm a noodle loop guy. I'm observing, I'm deciding, I'm acting, I'm looking at this. And then the Nissan just floors it. And he's on the right side of the parking lot, and he takes it left. And he's going to hit the guy. And the family like quickly gets off this sidewalk. And I'm like, hey, come here. And they come here and he floors it. And I'm talking like rubber burning. And the guy with the 2x4 is still screaming and running full speed, and then gets in between 2 cars. And luckily my truck, like I wouldn't want any scratches on the 96 Chevy. My truck's a little pristine off to the side. So I'm like, okay, my truck's good. This family's good. The members inside, like I'm good. And so the shirtless guy gets in between 2 cars as the car goes by, again, all in a split second, just takes the 2x4 and wham, hits the back window and shatters. And it's like millimeters from sideswiping the car, 6 parked vehicles, but somehow does it, gets to the other side and pulls out. And then a green van comes in with 2 more people and a German Shepherd and picks the shirtless guy up. And that van screams out. And the reason I put the notes in there is because I was telling this to a gym member this week, and they were like, what's the dog have to do with any of it? I was like, I don't know. You put a bunch of crazy stuff in a scenario, but there was a dog. And so I come inside and I'm like, hey guys, I'm Grant. And they're like, yeah, hey, I'm Forrest Day. I'm, Bernard. I'm like, nice to meet you. We're going to get started at 10. I know that was a little crazy. I'm just going to call police real quick, just in case these folks come back. So I call the police, this, that, 911 dispatch. I'm like, hey, I'm running a camp. I don't have time for this. Just like send cars. Don't knock on my door. I don't want to talk to anyone. I just have more people coming here and I don't want to deal with this. And I do that call and then I walk back inside and I'm like, hey, so I'm really sorry about the guys. They're like, oh, we're from San Francisco. We see this all the time. And it was Forrest Day and his buddy. And they were completely unfazed.
Wow.
That's my homeless gym people story.
And that being said, the shirtless guy is the guest next week on the podcast.
Yeah, we got him. Yeah. He's a big listener.
Yeah.
He's heard all the episodes.
Yeah, he's heard them all.
Dang. All
Heard
right.
about BW too, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's actually doing a stack.
Yeah.
I mean, really easy. He has no income. It's not.
Yeah. I mean, that's tough to show the IRS that.
BW will help him out. Doesn't matter. Okay. That was good. That was a good story.
Yeah, it was great.
All right. Should we get into sports or do we want to let's do Twitter or X comments?
Oh, man. Why don't you do sports? Why don't we get into the Super Bowl misery?
Okay.
So I can be ready for X.
Okay.
Because in this mobile podcast studio that we set up,
we're ready.
Quick, fast, in a hurry, I might need a minute.
So you're saying, okay, you're in your prep time. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in my prep time.
Prep time.
Let's do the confirmation brief a little bit later.
Right. Okay, so Super Bowl, it happened. Not the results that all the Patriots fans were hoping for, but bright future. I still think in New England. So it's a good foundation to build off of.
So I'm like super biased, obviously. Patriot. You're looking at an AFC championship hat behind me on that rack there.
Or proudly.
Jeff, did you watch it? I already know that Trey didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
I saw the second half.
Okay. And
I mean, obviously the second half was a lot more entertaining, it seems like, than the first half, unless you're really into punting.
You gotta have a strong foot.
Yeah. So I'd say, I mean, it clearly seemed like the Seahawks were the better team. That defense
Will Campbell's really good at plugging holes.
Well, hey, you got to give. Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll get back on the horse. That was just, I mean, I don't think anybody was probably up for really slowing down that defense on that night.
I kind of think
that Seahawks defense was good.
Yeah, I kind of think the same thing. The defense was, I mean, I think we said this last week, but like, and I know Trey, he's an Aggie. He's a 12th man. You know, he can't even think about watching a NFL game, but it was always a long shot for the Pats. And I thought Seattle was a better team. And they definitely proved it. They were good.
It's because of the Pope.
It's because the Pope. Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
it's not the Patriots' fault.
No one stood a chance against that Seahawks team because of the Pope.
Yeah.
So.
How was the commercial game?
Honestly, I don't remember one commercial.
I saw one, and the one I remember was the Duncan one.
Hey, Jordy.
Duncan. Going across.
Put it across the screen.
Was it good?
Sponsor.
I haven't seen it. I guess I'll go look it up.
Yeah, that would be worth it going back and looking at.
Because all I saw were like the comments were like, yeah, every commercial was AI, or weight loss drug, or maybe that was it. It was like AI commercials and weight loss drugs. And I was like, yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, no, the Duncan one, I would go back and watch again.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think of the other. The State Farm had two good ones that I saw.
Okay.
So I had a different approach to the Super Bowl. I threw a Super Bowl party. Have you ever thrown a Super Bowl party?
Yeah, I've thrown one before. Yeah,
as a family.
Like, yes, it was before I had kids.
Okay, so just you and your wife like threw a party.
Yeah,
and was your team playing?
No.
Okay, smart. Jeff, have you thrown a Super Bowl party?
I don't think I have.
Okay, my advice is don't. And I say that, I think I have some family members that listen besides my mother that were at my Super Bowl party. the party was phenomenal, but there's like a lot of setup that goes into it. There's a lot of stuff. And like when your team's involved, I want to be locked in a dungeon and I want to collect data and statistics and break things down so that I can be a better barbell coach and also hopefully see my team win. But I threw the party. I had some Marine buddies I invited from the last deployment of my buddies. So my buddies' buddies were invited.
Friends of friends.
Some of them came, and one of them came. They were going to come, and then one came.
Right.
I love when that happens. Someone will get that joke. In any event, and then I had a lot of family there, and I had some strength co people there, and it was good, but it was stressful. But it's my mentality of the Super Bowl was watch as much of the game as I can. During commercials, be the one holding my child so that when it's not in commercials, I can watch the game. During halftime, feed everyone.
So you missed the commercials.
Yeah. So that's where I'm going with that. I did see the Freebird commercial with Budweiser, potential sponsor.
I didn't see that one,
but I saw it prior to the game, but then I saw it during it, and it's a pretty good commercial. And there's also a Meta glasses. And if you go back, watch the Meta glasses, there's a dude that's running. He was a strength co member for a long time, and he quit strength co and said, I'm moving to LA to become an actor.
Is this true?
100%. He said, I'm moving to LA to become an actor. And I was like,
look, Mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he is in the Super Bowl commercial. He's got a beard. He's got like colored glasses. He used to do some video editing for me. PJ had people before you. They weren't as good now, PJ. But no, really good dude. He was always into running, but also got into lifting. And he's in the Super Bowl halftime commercial.
Wow.
And Malia, who's worked for me for a long time, she's like, it's Crawford. And then I went to his Instagram, and like he had posted a few days before, like, thanks to my sponsors and, whatever actors say, my handler, whatever the terminology is.
This is what they all say at the Oscars.
Yeah. So
I think my handlers,
my sponsors.
So I saw that one, and I saw I saw that the Freebird one was on, but I didn't even like watch it then, but I had already seen it. And I saw there was a Dunkin' commercial, and I know that Connor did a meme today based off of it, but I only know that because he texted me and said, man, today's meme sucked. And I haven't even watched it yet. But yeah,
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so you saw the commercials, but you didn't watch the game?
Trey or Grant?
Trey.
Yeah, no, man, I was chasing around 3 kids the whole time.
Yeah.
That's tough to do against tall grass.
Yeah.
Which they had at halftime.
It's tough to do against short grass.
They had tall grass
It's
at
just tough
halftime.
to do, I think.
The tall grass that were at people, weren't they?
Yeah, they were people. Tall grass.
Grass people.
Yeah. Did you know that everyone complained about the Super Bowl halftime?
Yeah, did you know that?
Yeah, I heard whispers about it.
Yeah. Did you know that? Yeah, everyone was.
I felt like everyone was pretty not they were pretty rational about it.
Yeah.
Like no one overreacted.
No, both sides just made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's great.
My girls loved the Super Bowl halftime show.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so we were big fans.
3 under 2.
Oh, yeah.
Just dancing.
They barely speak English, so like the fact that it was in Spanish didn't really bother them.
Yeah, it didn't bother them much. Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. A lot of feedback on the Super Bowl halftime show. And
a lot of just overreaction in both directions.
Yeah, mostly from one side. And it's like they wanted it to be something. And then it so you got to remember, when I grew up, here's how you watch the Super Bowl. Dad has the remote. You're in the room. One, you don't get home until right about the halftime because you've been at Awana reciting scripture. Okay. Then you get home.
It's everybody's experience. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like into the second quarter. And as soon as halftime starts, the TV goes off. And then you're like, Dad, I think halftime's probably over. He's like, wow, we got to make sure. And then you turn the TV on and you've missed the first 2 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah.
And then every time a commercial comes on, you turn the TV off.
Yeah.
And you miss a lot of the game, it turns out, if you turn the TV off and on and off and on.
I could see that.
But I appreciate what my dad was after there. Like I appreciate what he was after. What I thought was funny about this Super Bowl halftime was, okay, so that's like a morality thing, right? That's like, I don't want my kids to see beer commercials. I don't want my kids to see women dancing, like whatever it is, right? It's like hey, I want to protect my children from things they shouldn't see at an age, and like a lot of respect for that.
Yeah.
What's funny with this one is like what everyone's mad at, I'm like, you also do that on your side too, just not at the Super Bowl, like all the time. So yeah, the Super Bowl halftime, it was like, look at these lyrics. I'm like, yeah, I can show you a lot of other lyrics from stuff that's okay. But yeah, it was interesting. I'll leave it at that. You know, we don't want to get too in depth here.
Yeah, there's two of them, right? Wasn't there another one?
Yeah, there's another one, which, like, as someone that hosted a party it was the first time I hosted. I've had individuals over for Super Bowl. Like Jeff, you and I watched the last Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl together, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we watched that together, and we watched stuff since then. But like, you know, that was like four of us. It's just like dudes. I don't even know if we ordered pizza, but it was just like, hey, we're watching the game. That's different than like hosting. When you're hosting, like the pizza, I pre-ordered 3 days in advance to arrive at halftime. So I'm like out front, like getting the pizza. I can't imagine as the host having the stress of like turning the TV off and back on and like switching it.
Switch to the Puppy Bowl at that point.
That's the real halftime show, folks.
Yeah. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Puppy?
Yeah, Animal Planet. I assume it's still on.
Oh, yeah. It's
Animal
definitely
Planet
still on.
does it's just a bunch of puppies running around.
There's some kittens in there, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But bad game for the Pats. I really am glad we're talking about the halftime show and not the game, because I don't really want to talk about the game.
Did you see the stats on the sports betting that went on?
No.
First of all, it's like in the billions for the amount of money that was like bet on it.
Really?
Like a ridiculous amount. And then I think percentage-wise, it was well over 50% of adults bet on this game.
Wow. Really?
It was like just prop bets on just like random stuff. But I think it broke a record as far as like the amount of people who were betting on it.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, sports betting's
that was the three commercial varieties: AI, weight loss drugs, and sports betting. Or betting in general were the three commercial
Ozempic.
Oh man. But yeah, and apparently the guy that ran on the field in the second half
saw this.
Was something involved. He was, had money on whether or not there would be someone that runs onto the field, and allegedly made like $300K off of this bet or something like that.
I think it's like, I feel like it's a wash at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I
I'd
don't
be
know.
so mad if I was his bookie.
I heard he didn't get paid out.
I'm sure. Yeah, right. It's like I don't.
I heard he didn't get paid out, but I also watched the video. And in the video, I think it was either 2 or 3 guys jumped over the fence at once.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
And one made it, right? And did the thing.
Yeah.
I enjoy a good streaker.
Right. It's like kind of tradition.
Yeah. I'm a customs and courtesies guy.
Yeah. It's your tradition.
Somebody's got a streak.
And I like that one of the Patriots players was like down to get in on the action and stop the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a Patriot. We're all Patriots.
That's the best defense all night. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, Patriots
defense played well.
They did their job.
I didn't watch games.
They just had a lot of pressure put on them.
They did their job.
Yeah.
I guess I'd wrap up the Super Bowl with wanted to go bowling. And so my buddy Troy, his dad's a friend of the podcast. I think Troy listens. I don't know if he listens as much as his dad, but we appreciate you, Troy Campbell Sr., for listening. But the second was at the Super Bowl party. Party's in there, and he's feeling bad. He's a Browns fan. He's like, can't imagine being in the Super Bowl. And, well, he's also an Ohio State fan, so he wins.
Okay,
like,
so he wins and loses.
We're inverted, right? Like, I'm a Gamecock fan. We never win anything, but I'm a Patriots fan.
One keeps you humble.
Yeah. And so he's like, I don't know how. Like, if my team was in the Super Bowl, I'd be locked in the cellar. And so I kind of gave him a master's class on parenting. I was like, well, here's the deal. Like, when you got a kid, like, your wants are no longer the only thing that matters. And like the family's wants become the thing that matter. And I was like, but I want to go bowling tonight, win or lose. And he's like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, like I think there's an opportunity here to go bowling. So the game ends, everyone's leaving. We probably had 30 folks in the backyard. Everyone's leaving.
Nice.
And he's like, you think we're going bowling? I was like, well, it's 8:30 or 8:15, whatever time it was. And Zulu time. Sorry, I forgot my time.
Yeah, no time at.
And I'm like, bowling alley closes at 10:30. I'm like, so we need to like clean up, and we don't need to get to 100%, but we need to get to the percent that like Diana and me, my wife, feel good about like going to bed. I was like, and I'm going to say this, and Diana's going to listen to it, and I'm giving away company secrets, but she also knows how I operate already. I'm like, then we go inside and we hang out and we wait for like, hey, go bowling. I know you guys wanted to go bowling, go bowling. And then when she says go bowling, you go, nah, not yet. No, we're going to hang out. And it was just the second time you go bowling, right? So we executed. Connor's working another plan on the other side of town. And I'm like, dude, there's a chance that we get to Fountain Valley bowling at like 9:30. We have an hour to bowl. And like, that would be great. And he's like, I'm doing everything I can. So we leave. Troy and I leave. Everyone goes to bed. House is clean. We get to the bowling alley at like 9:20. Connor's like, I'm leaving in 10 minutes. He lives right by the bowling alley. And we get there and I'm like, hey man, how's it work here? I've been here before, but I forget. Am I by game? Am I by time? He's like, either. I'm like, okay. Well, what's a better deal? Or how do I start bowling? He said, well, we close at 10. I'm like, well, your website, like Google Maps and Google says you close at 10:30. He's like, yeah, but we close at 10. I'm like, and it was the same crap I dealt with on Okinawa, Japan at the Marine Corps bowling alley. And I assumed it was like lazy contractors. I'm like, is this bowling culture? So I looked at Troy and I was like, hey, brother, we're in the same thing we're always in. We're like speed bowling. Connor showed up. We bowled. It was good. I didn't do as good as I'd like. I think we got 3 games in. Okay. Like a 138 was my high. I always bowled 100, Yeah. But it wasn't good. I was still figuring 3 games. That's like playing a quarter of football.
That's for what time? What was the time period?
Oh, 50 minutes.
Okay.
Less.
It was really good.
It was
that's some speed ball.
Yeah, if you're in the Marine Corps, if you're in Okinawa, Japan, you see your buddies every single day all the time.
Yeah.
So you go to the bowling alley, you don't actually need to bowl or talk. You just bowl.
You just bowl.
There's literally nothing to say.
You're there for business.
Yeah. And then in this scenario, I was like, I hadn't seen you in a couple months. Like, I kind of want to check up, but at the same time, this is a man's game. I got to bowl. So the score didn't show up, but I was taking some vengeance out on the pins. But yeah, that's the Super Bowl. That's what I call the Super Bowl.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
That's what I did wrong.
Dang. Well, all right. Hey, Super Bowl, that's in the past. That's behind us. That's old news.
Next season.
Let's talk about COPS. So current operations in the sports world, Winter Olympics. Have y'all been tuning in at all to these winter games?
I've got a couple. I watched the curling, and every time I think I've figured out curling, like it throws me for a loop. Dude, I have no idea.
Right?
I have no idea what the rules are.
It's like having a broom in front of a Roomba, right?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
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 No, you're not wrong.
Really heavy stone Roomba. It's vacuuming ice. But yeah.
No, so I caught that. I think
the mixed doubles one?
Mixed doubles, they got silver.
Yeah.
What's mixed doubles?
Guy and a girl.
Yeah.
And what?
Curling.
Oh, we're still talking curling. Okay.
Yeah, talking curling.
No. Mixed doubles. And then I watched who's the Lindsey Vaughn?
Oh.
Yeah, blew up her knee, right?
Blew up her knee.
Yeah.
Like, man, what's all the fuss about?
Yeah.
Watch her get hurt again.
Yeah, because didn't she like tear her ACL or like a couple weeks prior? Then it's like, nah, I got this. And then broke her leg, right? Or something.
A little bit sad.
Yeah.
But then like the other girl got gold.
Oh, Breezy.
USA girl.
Breezy.
Yeah. Another USA girl got gold.
Breezy Johnson.
Her teammate, Breezy.
So
great name, by the way.
Yeah. Better at names.
So
yeah.
Some good stuff. What else?
I would say she's probably better at skiing, but
real quick, we talked the Super Bowl. Pause, come back to the Winter Olympics, but I gotta pay my sponsors homage. Ooh. This podcast is brought to you by Green Gridiron Green. We don't know what the name is, but we know their helmets are mean.
The best.
I had 4 of their helmets in my backyard. Pretty cool setup.
Verified.
Got a cooler on a table, helmets either side. They're still on my mantle, as you saw this evening. I had 3 helmets with a visor, which all looked great. I had one without a visor, which is an option. Not recommended.
I think it still looks great. I think it looks better.
Yeah, but I had the helmets out there, and if you're I wouldn't say superstitious, but if you believe in
little stitious,
stitious, then like I'll put it to you this way: I wore 3 T-shirts and 6 different jerseys during the Patriots game, trying to flip the mojo. And what I wish is that I'd had like 12 helmets. Oh, and I could have been just swapping the helmets out.
That was the problem.
Just find the right combo.
I had the throwback helmet, and then the helmet. The more helmets you have, you can multiply that against the jerseys, and you have more variables, more combinations, combos, as Jeff likes to call them. But if your team lost, hey, listen, the Seattle Seahawks are the reigning champs. People have talked crap to me for the last 48 hours. And my first response, which I think is loud, is I say, well, was your team in the Super Bowl? And then they're like, oh, well, don't be like a Steelers fan in the 80s. I'm like, no, it's different. I'm not claiming to be the champ right now, but like my team was in the Super Bowl. Yours wasn't. So that's thing one. But thing two is it's a fresh start. Seattle gets to own it, all the way till September. They're the reigning until next year, but they get to own it. Like they get the Seattle Seahawks. They don't even have fans, but they own it either way. But you could go ahead and start your helmet collection right now. You can click the link down in the show notes. Go over there, get yourself a helmet, and start thinking about next year. Start thinking about how next year is going to be different. If you're not a Seahawks fan, you want next year to be different. And the way you make it different is by buying helmets. Some would say, hey, I should buy a helmet every 2 weeks. I should buy a throwback helmet. Yeah, some would say
I've heard
every
that a lot.
2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
A different helmet. Think about the combos next year. It could be you next year throwing a Super Bowl party before going bowling. And you need combos, right? Because I had a pretty great Super Bowl, had my friends over, got to go bowling afterward. Only thing better would have been a 7th ring. And I reminder on 7. But yeah, go over to Mr. Helmet, Green Gridiron Green. Click the link in the show notes. Go get a helmet. Back to Winter Olympics.
Okay. Any other sports you've been watching? We watched a little bit of speed skating, like the short track.
Yeah, I miss that. That's always fun to watch, though.
Yeah, it's chaos. And what's even better is the like 4x4 relay, or like the 4-person relay, and there's just so many people on the ice, and it's this tiny track, and there's just people flying everywhere, and they like push the butt of the person.
Oh, that's right.
Like,
Yeah.
But man, just looks like chaos when somebody wipes out trying to like.
Who won that? Do you remember?
God, who did end up winning? Italy, or I don't like it. It like was one of those things where we turned it on. It was like, this is the semifinals, but it was like pre-recorded. So then I like went right into the finals, and we didn't even realize it was the finals. And they were like, well, that's it. And we were like, wait, I thought it was still in the semifinals.
It's funny watching the Olympics, and it's always like, if I see US in there, And I guess we're kind of spoiled because I'm always like, I wonder what place we're gonna get.
Right? Yeah.
That's all. Like that's the first. I'm like, we got bronze.
It's like being a Patriots fan.
Yeah, spoiled.
Yeah.
Spoiled.
But man, women's hockey killing it.
Have you watched any of it?
I know women's hockey. Big Ron, both you guys know.
Yeah,
is at the Olympics. He was at the women's hockey game.
They smoked somebody.
Yeah,
Canada
5-0. Love to beat Canada. Didn't watch any of it. Got text updates from folks on it. Tomorrow, USA men's is playing Canada, and I won't watch it like my life depends on it, but I will at the warehouse have it on.
Now these are like NHL guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
NHL's on pause right now.
Okay.
Yeah, they take a
it's
break.
the real deal.
The real deal, baby.
Yeah, I'll watch that. I did watch a little curling. What's the one where they lay on like the pizza pan?
Forwards or backwards?
Their feet are in front of them.
The luge.
Yeah, I did see a little bit of luge.
Luge is good.
That's the fastest sport.
They go so fast.
Yeah. Faster than Dale Earnhardt?
Well,
close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's not on wheels. So maybe fastest sport, not on wheels.
R.I.P.
All right.
Yeah. 3.
Moment of silence.
Yeah. No, but I haven't watched much, and I feel like no one is.
Yeah, it's winter.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch hockey. Like I plan on watching that.
I don't even know what time it is tomorrow, but when I finish podcasting tonight and neatly put up all the podcast gear
Oregon,
that I brought out so easily tonight, I'll find out what time it is tomorrow, and I'll watch hockey tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'll watch hockey tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
What
Winter
you
Olympics
got?
is fun. Let's see. We got
Wait, hold on. It's coming to Utah. When?
2034. That sounds
Wow, are we
right.
even going to be alive then?
No,
I
I'll
know,
be
probably
dead.
not.
Yeah. 2034?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
2034.
Dude.
World's getting in before that.
Elon will be on Mars.
They already have like a really big sign up in the airport for it. So we're getting pumped here.
Yeah, you start marketing now.
We got no
That's what
snow
I
though.
said.
We got absolutely like if it was this year, they
It
would
would've
have
been
to go.
canceled.
They would have to go somewhere else, like 100%. We have no snow.
That's that. All right. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
No, hey, that's all right. Sidebars have been to a minimum. That's okay. Let's see. Grant, you've been shaking the tree. What's I don't think it's a euphemism for anything inappropriate, but I'm guessing it's a staffism.
Yeah, it's staff briefism. Yeah, I think I meant to text you guys that when I was in that staff brief the other day, sending you updates. Somebody was shaking the tree, and yeah, I think if you shake the tree, you get information. I think that's how that works.
You never want anyone shaking your tree if you're briefing, and then all of a sudden the questions start coming out of the woodwork, and it's like, I was just saying pending any questions. I didn't actually mean to ask any questions.
I actually didn't want any questions. I just wanted them to pinned.
That's kind of my way of saying, like, please don't ask me any questions.
Yeah.
That's all I was prepared to talk about.
Yeah, I meant to send that in the text thread, but yeah.
It's always good.
I think Trey put in a lot of topics, didn't he?
Trey did.
I put in a topic. I was going more for quality.
Right.
Over quantity.
Yeah.
Per capita kind of. Yeah, per capita.
I put the most per capita.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I put in, to be honest with you.
Twitter comments is what you put in.
Oh, yeah. We're supposed to go. I've been prepping.
Your prep time has ended.
Cheers on the fire line with all your trash and gear. Log into x.com and read about a lot of things. I don't have a ton of things. I have one from today that'll be interesting. And I don't have a ton of things because I've been kind of boring. But I posted my workout today. Today's deadlift workout. I did 455 for a top set of 5, 385, 335. And then I put my bench and my other stuff in there. But I did have a question that was probably worth answering. And the guy said, sell me on drop sets. I'm legitimately curious. My current program has me doing sets across, i.e., an example for you Canadian types. Fixed weight 5x5 or 4x4, etc. And I think what I would tell that person in terms of drop sets, one, I don't know what your training background is or how long you've been lifting, but in general, if you are new to lifting, you have no business doing 5x5 on the deadlift. And then probably you have no business doing 5x5 on the deadlift ever, which would bring me to why drop sets. If you're new to lifting, you're just getting started, you should run a program. Strong lifts is like pretty good. My problem with strong lifts is 5x5. So starting strength is what I like. So it's 3x5 on the squat 3 times a week, and it's 1x5. So one set of 5 reps on the deadlift 3 times a week. And you can say, oh, that doesn't seem like very much. It doesn't seem like enough. Well, if you are aggressively loading it as that program calls for, you are going to get really strong really fast, which means you're going to need adjustments really, really quick. And on the deadlift in particular, it's going to be a reduction in frequency. So if you're deadlifting 3 times a week and adding weight each time, you're going to start deadlifting 2 times a week on maybe week 4, maybe week 5. It depends how detrained you are. In general, though, we axe a set of deadlifts, or we axe adding 5 to a set of deadlifts when you can deadlift your body weight for a set of 5. So if you weigh 220 pounds, you start deadlifting, you deadlift 155. Your strength is probably not the limiting factor. It's probably your skill, your ability to put your lumbar in extension, your ability to keep the bar over midfoot. All the things that go in line with the deadlift are the limiting factors at first, which allow you to make 10-pound jumps. Doesn't mean that you're getting 10 pounds stronger each time or increasing your capacity in force production by 10 pounds each time, but you were learning the lift while also increasing the load. Then once you hit body weight or above on the deadlift, generally we get rid of a set of deadlifts. So instead of deadlifting 3 times a week for a set of 5, you go to 2 times a week. So you might squat Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and deadlift on Monday and Friday, or you might just alternate the deadlift similarly that you do to the press and the bench press. So every other time I come into the gym, I deadlift, and that'll work for a while. And eventually an advanced novice in the way that I program, in a way that's aligned in starting strength and in practical programming by Andy Baker, is, hey, we get down to deadlifting 1 time a week heavy, 1 time a week with a new load. So on Mondays, I might squat really heavy, do my pressing exercise, and then do chin-ups or do barbell rows. On Wednesday, I might do my light squats because I'm an advanced novice, and then deadlift heavy. And then on Fridays, I may deadlift, let's say 80% of what I did on Wednesday. So a lighter load, maybe 2 sets of 5, maybe a little extra volume. And what people need to understand is 2 things. One, you want to move as few variables as possible at a time. So as I'm training, if I am worried that I'm overtraining the deadlift, I'm deadlifting too frequently, I don't want to change all of my squat stuff, all my press stuff, all my bench stuff, and all my deadlift stuff at once. I don't want to change everything. I want to change one variable. So maybe I change the deadlift, because if I start deadlifting less, I may find that my squat is going to continue further because there's less overall stress in the program. I say all that to say, when it comes to drop sets, is what I do for a lot of folks that have run the novice linear progression intelligently, in my opinion, where they've gotten pretty strong, is I say, hey, we're going to deadlift once a week. And rather than giving you, light deadlifts on the 3rd day or barbell rows on the 1st day, if we are trying to maximize time and efficiency for a lot of intermediate lifters, I have them do 2 lifts a day plus 1 accessory, but 2 lifts a day, 2 compound lifts a day. So it might be squatting Monday and Friday, benching Monday and Friday, and on Wednesday is deadlifting and pressing only. Well, if I'm only going to deadlift 1 set of 5, even if it's heavy and hard and a limit set and the last one's a grind, probably isn't quite enough volume. So what I like to program for people is you hit a top set and then you hit 2 back off sets. Now, if you stay heavy or you do sets across, if you can do deadlifts 5x5, we're not accomplishing a new stress and a new weight that I would like, right? For example, I program 5x5 squats a lot, but that comes in conjunction with another day in which the intensity is way higher. So if I'm only deadlifting one time per week, what I'm trying to do is achieve the intensity meaning weight relative to the most I could do. So intensity means like as close to the limit as possible. I want to hit something there. And then volume means think tonnage, like how much weight did I lift? How many sets did I do it? How many reps did I do at each set? What's that total number of pounds lifted? So in drop sets, what you're after is, hey, I hit a top set at hopefully a new intensity, a new weight, a new stress they haven't done. And then I drop down a little bit because that gassed me, and I increase tonnage by doing drop sets. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. What percentage do you like to drop them at?
So I think it depends on your level of strength. For me, I drop them based off plate loading.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm not saying that I don't want to get stronger in my deadlift, but I'm not micromanaging my logbook right now, right? Like I'm surviving, but in general, it would be like, hey, top set. So what I do for a lot of lifters and when I program a lot of people is, hey, week 1, you're going to hit a top set of 5. And then if I were going to put a number to it, I would say take 20% off, hit another set of 5. And if you're like not as strong, you might just be able to do 2 sets of 5 at lower weight. If you're super strong, right? Like if you have a 600-pound deadlift, you might then the third set need to drop down another 20%.
Yeah.
But if you have a 275-pound deadlift, you might hit 275 for 5 to, what would that be? 50 or 225 for 5.
I'm not doing math. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's kind of like the concept. And then on the second week, the top set is a triple and the back off sets just go up 5 pounds from last week.
Okay.
And on the third week, the top set is a single or a double if you feel good.
Yeah.
And the back off sets go up 5 pounds. And then week 4, I go back to 5s. So I look back at my logbook from 3 weeks ago and say my top set was 275 for 5. Now I'm going to do 280.
Gotcha.
So it's like the top set is rotating. But again, this is for folks that have done that easy,
you built that strength,
novice linear progression. Yeah. Anyway,
good question.
That's what I think about
Good
drop
question.
sets.
Good question.
Yeah.
The lifting shrink.
Yeah, the lifting shrink asked that. Life is Eternal said, baller. I did pause squats, 5 sets at 250 by 5 with 2-second holds plus 10 by 5 pull-ups. Is the video sped up or is the weight too heavy? Says Jerry 52633333314. Dang
bird. Sick bird, bro.
Says 1,000-pound runner.
Dang. Dude's heavy.
There was someone on here, and I meant to pin it, that said, worst take I've ever seen.
That was me.
That probably was you. Actually, I know how to find it because it was in the video. I was looking for videos. I said, hang on, Mom. I know you're still lifting. A lot of people miss the low bar position. The bar is either too high, which forces a more vertical back angle to stay in balance, thus removing muscle mass, or too low, which makes the lifter crank the elbows up to keep the bar from sliding, often leading to elbow tendonitis or shoulder pain. Joel here as the world's best coach. It's a joke, me, and learn the right way right off the jump. And I'm showing a video of the low bar position, which Trey can see now. If you're not watching YouTube, you should be. And some guy said, too high, removing muscle mass. And so I put in a video where I've talked before of, hey, the high bar squat is fine. The difference in the high bar squat is it changes the back angle. When the back angle is more vertical, there's less posterior chain. It's not a bad movement, but there's less posterior chain. So yes, it's less muscle mass. If the bar is low on your back and you have to lean over and sit your butt backward, you load more posterior chain. I have a lot of muscle in my hamstrings, adductors, butt muscles, all that stuff. So I've dropped that video and said, there's a video called, is the low bar back squat better than the high bar? And he said, that is one of the most horrible takes I have seen in a long time. This app is something else.
Do you like it? You should like it.
Let me like it right now.
Go ahead.
Right now.
DJ in MA. Personally, I am willing to sacrifice a bit of muscle mass if it means that I don't have to fold myself in half quite so much. I think I do get the bar position more or less correct, but I definitely err on the side of being too high. Impossible for this is Aura. How would you say that? Ouroboros.
Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah, impossible for me to do low bar. My shoulders are too stiff. Even stretching doesn't change anything. Yeah, don't
Then just
stretch.
quit.
People that stretch are the same people that watch the Super Bowl halftime. Don't do that. Just quit. Herniated
Just quit.
I
disc.
feel like, man, people who weightlifters, I feel like are the most opinionated people. Like,
It's crazy.
you can't just be like, oh, that's a different way to do something. It's like, no, this is either my way or
I mean,
your
I
way.
feel like Southern Baptists are up there.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, Reformed theology folks or Presbyterians or really anything.
That is,
Yeah.
you might be
Fly-
halftime show.
Fly Fisherman, yeah, halftime show.
Halftime shows. Yeah.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj, there's a lot.
There's a lot. There's a lot in this
Twitter
world.
Yeah, Twitter comments, X comments, we did it. It's a
We
segment
love
that we always
Someone
do.
said that we don't do it. And the only thing I would say to them is that person's a liar. We do them.
Yeah, we do them all the time.
We've always done them.
Yeah, we've never not done them.
Yeah, we've
They're
always
tough to do
Yeah.
against tall grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I think that exhausts our
That
list of
sums it up.
topic. Are there any saved rounds?
or alibis. I'll tell you what, if you listen to this podcast and you like us at all, it has been great. I got home around 5 hours ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it has been really fun to hang out with my buddy Trey.
Yeah, we had good Mexican
And,
food.
yeah. Well, in Southern California, we just call it food.
That my fault.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comida.
In Texas, you call it Tex-Mex.
Yeah. What was that place called?
El Matador.
Yeah.
That's like the guy that holds the red thing in front of the bull.
Yeah. Translate to the Matador.
Yes. See.
A lot of people don't know that.
Well, I couldn't understand a word of the halftime show, so I have no idea.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Which
Okay.
I think is a good thing. It was in Spanish. If I was concerned about what the lyrics said, but I digress.
You didn't have to turn it
I
off.
just
Yeah.
want something to be mad about, Trey. Okay. Let me do
Ah.
that thing.
No, Jeff, I will say, like, we all had it
The
was probably
same dish.
the most fajitas I've ever seen
Yeah.
on any one table.
Yeah. We all had fajitas. Well, except for my daughter.
She
had a
wanted,
kiss.
she
wanted fajitas. Yeah. She was like, fajitas.
And we're like, no.
And we're like, hot plate. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then the plate was actually hot. And then I was like, yo, Diego, can I get the spicy salsa?
Not Diego.
And I think he was like, oh, you want to call me Diego? And he brought a salsa out.
It's killer.
And when he says killer, he means like sweating out of your pores. And I was dying.
It tasted good, but
Tasted good.
Oh.
Yeah. Got you on the back end.
It was a slow burn.
It's probably going to get me on the back end too.
Yeah.
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 But no, solid chow, good chow push.
Mm.
Was it any good Super Bowl dishes? You had pizza, so that's kind of
We had pizza, wings, and D made a street corn, cast iron street corn.
Ooh.
She made a Strength Co. cast iron pan. If you don't know one, go over to the www.strength.co. We're on sale right now, $99. You can get yourself a 10-inch cast iron pan with a little leather hot handle. Man, that thing is my go-to. Anyway.
Jeff, do you have any good chow?
No, I don't think we had. No, nothing special.
That's special.
Are you fasting?
I'm always fasting.
Yeah.
No, I'm not fasting.
Fast guy, yeah. You didn't have a
I-
good job.
I had barbecue.
You're just still mad about the Aggies losing, so you're not watching sports. We get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand why you didn't want to watch the true 12th man take home the Lombardi Trophy.
What do they call them? The 12s?
The true 12th man,
True 12.
the
man.
original, the
Just gonna
one,
be good.
the only 12th man, Seattle
Jesse Mann letter,
Seahawks.
cease and desist letter from
Strength Co.
A&M.
HB.
Yeah.
They
family.
can't hold me
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
That's the Seahawks are the Strength Co. HB
On football.
of the 12th man. Yeah.
I just say it football.
Well, yeah.
No one likes the Seahawks. There are no Seahawks fans.
Are
If
you
you are
sure?
a Seahawks fan and you're offended right now, comment on Spotify or on YouTube.
Yeah,
Prove to me
but leave
that
us a
people in
5-star
my
review.
ecosystem are Seahawks fans.
But
Also, yeah. go
yeah,
ahead.
they're the Strength Co. HB of the 12th man.
Yeah.
Ripped
That's
it
what we always
off.
said.
We'll take him to
I
court.
don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
But hey, good job though. Congrats.
Hey, congrats, Seahawks.
Yeah, great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff, first thing I Whenever I met Jeff, he goes, "I'm a Seahawks fan."
Oh,
Yeah, it's like I have 12 toes. I'm a 12 man guy.
Oh, you see this tattoo? 12.
Yeah.
Green and blue, baby. Yeah.
I got no more save rounds.
No.
Well, I'll throw out a little Warno.
Oh, go on.
So I was listening to Josh Pate's podcast.
You got like Joe Rogan.
Oh, Pitt State.
Both bald men, so sure.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, on something. Yeah.
Both bald
Star
men.
Trek guys.
He's a big college football guy. And he had this
Pardon my take.
concept that we're gonna he does not work. He's up
very
with Bussin' with
pleasant.
the Boys. He's great. He's great. He's
Yeah.
a Southern.
Busting with the boys.
He's
it's
I don't know if
He's
I think
always
he's from
positive.
Georgia
Just
or
kinda like
Alabama.
me.
He's
Yeah.
a Southern guy.
Because we're from the South.
Big SEC biased.
So I love
But like
him.
in a good
Funny,
way. In a good
We
way.
just call that a data guy.
Yeah. So, but he was talking about this this thing he's going to do, and it's like, all right, you come up with your, and we'd have to draw a line in the sand. And I think it needs to be the further away from football season, the better. But you can pick as many teams as you want to be inside your bubble. Right, but if you want to be the winner, one of those
Auburn.
teams inside that bubble
Auburn.
has to win
Auburn.
the national championship.
Auburn.
And then you can
Auburn.
claim it.
Auburn.
You can claim it as a fan.
Auburn.
And then you can, that's
Auburn.
you win. So it's like the
Auburn.
goal is what is like your kind of threshold of like, okay, I think these 10 teams, one of them is going to win the national championship. Or you're like, hey, no, I'm going to say it's 5 teams that can win the national championship. Or are you going to hedge your bets and be like, I'm going to pick 20 teams that'll be in my bubble. One of them's going to win the national championship.
But do you win less money?
I think it's more about pride.
His thing was pitching some sort of like the loser. So the first person to have their bubble popped, or say everybody has the team that wins the national championship in
the
their little
bubble
bubble. The team that has the like, if you have like 20 teams in your bubble, but Trey only has 6 teams, he took more of a risk. Therefore, he's the winner, and the loser has to. The loser has to like suffer some sort of like consequence.
No.
And he was pitching it as
understand.
like you need to face like he's like, I'm terrified of lightning, so my punishment should be like I have to go stand outside in a lightning storm. I was like, I don't know.
That sounds like
terrible.
It sounds like Jocko.
Yeah.
Face your fear.
My bubble is University of South Carolina Gamecocks.
Obviously.
That's a bold one. Yeah.
Auburn Tigers.
Auburn.
Auburn.
Oh,
And okay. And Notre Dame, just because I want to have like a little. That's my hedge bet.
Okay.
That's your bubble?
Yeah, that's it.
I can pop it right now.
Nah.
Pop that sucker.
Yep.
Pop that sucker now, dude.
South Carolina, Auburn, and Notre Dame.
Talk about women's basketball?
Yeah.
Nope, we're talking about college football.
Whew. Now you don't have to decide your deal. It sounds like Grant's.
Jeff, couldn't start over explaining what the rules.
The goal
this
is
concept
to.
I understand the rules. Game.
Auburn.
Are we doing it?
We yell cock.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Gig 'em.
I mean, I do the farmers fight thing all the time.
Yeah, and you do it sincerely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
farmers fight. Whoop.
You do it out of love and sincerely. There's no jest.
We're gonna be
Admiration.
ever living hell out of.
Oh man, I would have to think on that. I don't know if I can.
Yeah. No, no. Don't expect any answers.
Let me marinate on
it.
it. Yeah.
I'm done, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well,
Down.
okay.
Make sure
It's done.
Make a note.
Can't be mad, Jeff. I picked your team.
I know. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
It's
right on brand.
That means I just have to worry about Trey's picks to go against.
Yeah.
I watch it next year. Just be like in the finals. Be like South Carolina, Auburn. I hate Grant so much.
Now
I'd be so
it's time
happy.
for trade. Hottest picks of the year.
If South Carolina and Auburn make to the national championship next year, I'll pay for both of y'all's tickets.
We will broadcast from the national championship.
Make a note. Write it in blood. Make it the note of notes.
Yeah. Noted. Hey, oh my God!
I feel
Auburn's going to the Super Bowl.
I feel so safe with that. Yeah,
yeah.
There's not a 0% chance.
That is true.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance.
Yeah.
Well, so.
But yeah, I'll marinate on it.
Okay.
Well, Trey, why don't you take this thing down for a land?
I would love to. What episode is it?
096.
096. This is episode 096 of the.
Okay.
That was the best one. Y'all got it right together.
Obviously.
As always, I'd like to thank our sponsors, BW Tax, good guy, better taxes. He's at a funeral. He'll pick up. Is that what he said?
Said BW Tax would answer the phone at his
brother's funeral. Yeah.
And then at the end, he goes, I hope his brother didn't.
His brother's not dead. Good guy, better taxes. Always love to thank BW. Lights, I think they're on. Yeah.
Hang turn on.
Yeah, hold on. BW. Oh, lights are on. Look at them.
Oh, my gosh.
Keeping the lights on. Gridiron, green gridiron. Everyone needs a helmet. You need more than one helmet. I prefer them with no visors, but you can buy them with visors. Click that link below. Get yourself a helmet. Big ones, small ones. I got them all. As always, powered by the Strength Co. As you see,
we're here.
I promise there's a Strength Co. down there.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was an Ohio State gym that you guys are in. I thought. Dang.
I hope the listeners that like Ohio State stayed on long enough for that.
So, powered by the Strength Co. Love to thank for that. If you're not watching on YouTube, get there, give us a like, give us a follow, whatever you do on YouTube. You will see our faces, and we love to do hand gestures, very animated people. You can see it there. While you're on YouTube or if you're on Spotify, check out the show comments. No, what am I thinking of? Show notes, and you will see the links.
Comments are important too. We'll read them all.
You will see the links down there from what I've talked about already, but you'll also see the link to the Slack channel. Use code OK, get yourself a little discount. Got any questions about lifting? We talk about them there. Got any questions about food, chow, carnivore? I don't know. We got pretty much every channel that you can think of there. Love to interact with you on that. Most importantly, go to www.theokpodcast.com. I also said the Strength Co. You can go there too.
Go there too.
Go to the okpodcast.com and you will find the social media accounts located there. Click on those links. Give us a follow. We post there very often.
All the time.
Got some great stuff on there. We all have our each and individual social media accounts. As Grant read tonight, go on X, leave a snarky comment. I love reading those. That's probably my favorite part. So go ahead and do that. Outside of that, am I missing anything? Coach.
Everybody clap.
Everybody sing. La, 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 la.
Bow to your partner. Howdy.
Then you turn around.
Yippee. Hands in the air. Rockabye bear. Bear's now asleep. Shh, shh, shh. I think that's it. Jeff, we hope you enjoyed that.
We went too long.
We did that a few times today, and I was like, Jeff's going to love this. I don't feel like I got the reaction I wanted, but the effort was there.
Jeff's just worried that the killer bees are gone.
Parting shot? No, killer bees. No. Trey's more like a visionary guy.
Yeah.
You know, Jeff and I, we're executors. Jeff, I'm thinking it's probably honestly going to take me 20 minutes. Like if you saw the chords and madness that was going on, it's going to take me 20 minutes. I should make Trey work up to a deadlift of 315 by 5, right? While I clean up.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he's not his first time in Stranko. He's got to lift.
That's true. Dude, you got to lift.
Yeah, it's a cardinal sin. So I'm gonna make him. I'll send you a video.
Yeah, you made the pilgrimage to the Mecca.
Yeah, the Mecca. He doesn't even know where he is.
Something.
Yeah, he's also like, I got an hour cab ride. I got to fly out tomorrow. True, yeah. But yeah, 315. Just load it, pull it cold. Hey, thanks everyone for listening to episode 096 of the OK Podcast. We got more guests coming. We waived our guest off this week because I had Trey in person and wanted to hang out with my buddy, which is one of the reasons that we even do this podcast so we can talk to each other. Thanks for listening. Comment on Spotify, by coming on YouTube. Go to the Strength Co. Give us some support. You can buy stuff or you can watch a bunch of lifting advice or whatever it is, but that helps the podcast keep going. And we also keep it going because of BW Tax and Gridiron Green. We'll see you next time.